We are getting straight into this one today. This is actually kind of annoying, this whole situation. You will see why. If you haven't subscribed, please do go ahead and subscribe. Let's get into it. There's a few longer videos in this one, so it's a play while you're cleaning, it's a sit down and eat and watch this one. So let's get into it. Basically, a lady named Chelsea King came onto TikTok to do what a lot of people do and kind of vent their frustration and talk about some issues she was having with jewelers. Her and her fiance were planning on getting engaged and they wanted a really special ring for the occasion. Who doesn't? It's the ring you show everyone, right? It's like, I'm engaged, and you know, you get the pictures on Instagram. She said yes, so I said yes. It's the showstopper, right? So the couple spent $10,000 on this kind of special retreat where they got a large tanzanite stone. Am I saying tanzanite right? Yeah. It was blessed by shamans, so it was something very special to them and what they believe in and what they wanted to do, whatever. They were going to have this placed inside Chelsea's heirloom diamond ring. So a very special ring all round. Oh my god, I just thought I heard someone running up the stairs. So the first video on screen, it says King Jewelers, naming and shaming from the get-go. Lost my family heirloom engagement ring and won't compensate.
Lost my 4th generation family heirloom engagement ring and my boyfriend's $10,000 crystal and is refusing to pay us. Now, they're a massive company with several locations. They might be a corporation, and they know that I'm just a little indie musician and my boyfriend is a tennis player, so they think that they can get away with not paying us. But I'm bringing it to TikTok and hoping that you guys can do your magic and get the word out there so that we can get our money and get engaged. So Dawson dropped off the ring and the gemstone in April to get the gemstone set in the center of my family heirloom.
Right.
And I guess in May, both got stolen. But they did not tell us until July 11th. When they finally told us in July, it was assistant was the one who called Dawson back to tell him, we don't know how to tell you this, but we lost your ring in May and the gemstone. So Dawson sets up a meeting with David King, the owner of King Jewelers in Nashville, and he doesn't show up to the meeting. The next day, he ends up calling Dawson, and I happened to be in the car while they were talking. This man was awful. You could tell he has grown up in a very privileged situation and did not take accountability for a single thing. We asked him to compensate us for the ring and the gemstone so that we could take our business elsewhere because, of course, we don't trust working with a company that did not tell us for 2 months that they lost our engagement ring and gemstone, both of which were priceless and irreplaceable. He said he wouldn't compensate us because he sent the ring and the tanzanite off to a separate company to get it cut and set in the center, and when they sent it back, they did not insure the package. How does that happen? Couldn't tell you. You're a jewelry company. And the police report was so suspicious. In the police report, it said that the FedEx driver went in to deliver a package, and when he got back, only one package had been stolen, and it was our ring. One package. Wow. Anyways, David said that because it was uninsured, he would not pay us. Dawson told him that if he did not pay us, we were going to leave them a Google review, leave them a review on the Better Business Bureau, and that I might even come to TikTok about it. And he said if we did that, he would call it slander. So we went to the Better Business Bureau, we left a review, and he basically said that we were blackmailing him.
Okay, suspicious. One thing goes missing. That's like someone breaking into your house and them taking a plate, or it's not the thing. You know what I mean? Like, one thing, it's like, why wouldn't you take the rest or a handful of things, like tiny packages? You don't break into one place or steal stuff and then take one thing. Not that I have experience stealing stuff. So this video went super, super viral. We're talking like 4 million views here. And of course, people were outraged for Chelsea and her fiance. The family heirloom's missing, and also that really special stone that was really special to them. So we have a bit of an update here.
So after the video started doing some dummy numbers, people went over to King Jewelers and started leaving Google reviews. Also, I feel like legally I have to add, I did not ask anyone to leave Google reviews in any of my videos. I also left a Google review, just detailing my process.
Just to say as well, if you're a company and you go viral for fucking up and dealing with it incorrectly, it's not just, mistakes are made. When you deal with it incorrectly by not apologizing or not taking some of the blame and compensating, people will hold you accountable.
The Google reviews brought their stars from 4.8 down to 3.8. And then this morning when I checked, they had deleted everyone's Google reviews, including mine and including my boyfriend's. And I think they may have disabled that feature completely, which feels very inauthentic and suspicious.
Okay, so we all know at this point, the ring and the stone are gone. Chelsea is getting nowhere with this jewelers. People are angry, rightly so. The company said they offered a replacement ring. Now, listen, if this was just some regular ring, not that engagement rings are regular, they mean something to everyone, but if this was just a ring that was the usual it wouldn't matter so much. But both parts of this ring mean something to her and her fiance and her family. This is a big fuck up from the jewelers. Chelsea, however, goes to do a bit more digging on this company, on these jewelers.
This is day 3. I'm here with updates. We've got some good, some bad news. It's crazy. I decided to do some further digging into this company where I learned that they were found guilty in a lawsuit with Cartier. Basically, Cartier sued them for selling counterfeit Cartier products.
No.
King Jewelers lost this lawsuit, which also lost them their partnership with Rolex and Cartier.
Well,
so it looks like this company's been shady long before I came along, and I'm feeling a lot less guilty about making this so public.
Do it.
Now, I'm sure by now everyone's seen their Instagram story. If you didn't, pause the video.
So this was the jewelers' Instagram story that they posted. It said, "We acknowledge and understand your concerns. We previously extended our deepest apologies and immediately offered a brand new custom designed engagement ring on 2 separate occasions after notifying the customer, in which they declined our help. Regrettably, the package containing the ring and gemstone was stolen in transit by FedEx, a situation beyond our control that resulted in an investigation along with a police report." I'm going to try and read this. "We deeply empathize with the sentimental value or something, as our mission is to help create lasting memories for all our clients." Again, it's not really about, we're offered a replacement to the same value. There's some things you can't put value on.
Basically, they're trying to defend themselves, saying that they did offer to make us a new ring. And of course, we
defense.
declined their offer to make us a new ring. I don't want my engagement ring to be a reminder of a company that lost my family heirloom, lost the tanzanite crystal we used for healing purposes that was blessed by shamans, didn't tell us for 2 months. When we finally called them enough times for them to tell us, the owner didn't show up to our meeting. And then when he finally called us, he didn't take accountability. I don't want their ring. I don't want them to make me a ring. I just want my money, and I want to take it elsewhere to get a ring that I will love and cherish forever.
Yeah, that 100%. Get the compensation and have nothing to do with that brand again. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you get shitty service. You don't want to go to that restaurant again. It's the same with it. You can't, especially, no, it's more than that actually. It's not the same. You can't replace something that has so much meaning with something shit. That defense was terrible. We offered to replace it. You can't. You know what you should do here? Give them money. Give them the value of the ring. Have a good name for yourself. There's some things you should do that are better for your business. Be a decent person is what I would say. What I was going to say, oh yeah. So they were selling counterfeit Cartier products. I mean, come on. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. This place already sounds dodgy and like something. She should go on eBay. Go on eBay and look up that Tanzanite stone and see if it's on there, because something isn't right. This company is doing something wrong. More than this, Chelsea finds out that this isn't the first time something like this has happened from this jeweler, and actually has a ex-employee reach out for some gossip.
A former employee reached out to us. This person would like to remain completely anonymous, as the company threatened to destroy them and their reputation if any of this information was released publicly. From our private conversation, I have pretty solid evidence to back up that this person is a legitimate former employee, but I'm only going to share with you what they are okay with me sharing. This employee was with the company for a while and said that they saw and heard the same situation happen many, many times. This former employee said that the owners would often keep precious gems and jewels that were given to them to work with for themselves or to resell, and then claim it as stolen or damaged for the tax write-off. This employee said that they would basically keep gems worth over thousands and thousands of dollars while getting paid still for losing it. When this employee was let go, they threatened them and said that if they ever spoke a word about it, they would completely destroy their reputation. Like I said, I have pretty solid evidence to prove that this was a legitimate former employee, although legally I feel like I have to say that it is not yet a fact that this was a former employee. Either way, I think it's safe to say that this case is much bigger than just Dawson and I. I think there's a lot more to it. It's a little terrifying, honestly, to be involved in something like this, because if what that former employee said is true, then this is fraud.
So we know there is a good value of jewelry missing at this point. No one knows where it is. They won't. Why would you not give tracking for FedEx and be like, listen, here's the tracking. We don't know where it is. That's surely something that helps you. I would assume, right? So loads of stuff is happening and tensions online are building up. Listen, Bit of a plot twist, because Chelsea's video went so viral, it attracted like friends of the business, other jewelers who all kind of wanted to weigh in and give their opinion on this situation. People were, you know, equally as disgusted for Chelsea and annoyed for Chelsea and wanted, you know, her to get her compensation. And some people had other ideas. So this has music over it, so I'm going to read it out to you as it goes. I have a problem with the King Jewelers and Chelsea King. David King, oh my god, slow down, I'm dyslexic. Problem with King Jewelers and Chelsea King, this user says. David King is a reputable and honest friend of mine. Listen, you don't know until you know. Chelsea King claims this rough 10 CT carat Tanzanite from Tanzania is worth 10,000. It's about 5 carat at most and may be worth $150 on a good day. It's illegal to bring rough Tanzanite from Tanzania to the US. The mounting is worth maybe $1,100, and here is her boyfriend's signature on the repair receipt with the estimated value of the mounting. Oh my fucking mounting. David King did what any good jeweler would do and offered to remake the mounting and replace the stone. Why does Chelsea think she is entitled to $25,000, and where did this number come from? This is called blackmail and extortion. Just because you paid 10k, it doesn't mean it's worth 10k. But she wants her money back. I don't care. This picture at the beginning is, why did I have in my mind that Tanzanite was green? Is supposedly the Tanzanite and then the original ring alongside it, right? So I guess we're going to pop out that red thing and stick the Tanzanite in. Chelsea's fiance didn't fill out the worth of the gemstone on the repair receipt, right? Or the worth of a ring or the gemstone on a repair receipt. Which means that if things did go wrong, it did go missing, they would only be receive $800 for it, because there's no value. So although we know that things went missing, there's some suspicion around this, what's his name, David King? I can't even remember now. Maybe, do we think that the couple, Chelsea and her fiance, have maybe exaggerated the worth and the value, not sentimentally, but in dollars, off this ring? Because that's a high price on something that this jeweler is saying actually isn't worth that much in any way and couldn't be. So a couple months go by and there's not much word from anyone, but a different jeweler did reach out to Chelsea and offered them a replacement ring, just to give them a replacement ring, which is really cute. This is a replacement ring.
We got engaged!
We did it.
Thank you so much, Genesis Diamonds, for making such a beautiful ring, and thank you, Dawson. Dawson designed it. It's
Glad you like it.
absolutely stunning. Most beautiful ring I've ever seen.
And now we have our last update from Chelsea.
It's officially been 5 months since they allegedly lost the package, and as of today, we have officially filed our lawsuit against them. I know everybody's been wondering why I've been silent on social media about this whole King Jewelers situation, and it's because my attorneys told me I wasn't allowed to talk about what was going on until we filed the lawsuit. Now that it's filed, it's public and available to all of you to read if you'd like. It's 150 pages, so if you're like me and you have ADHD, take your Adderall before you read it, because it's a long read, and it's linked in my bio, so go ahead and read it if you want to. Here's a screenshot of the e-receipt for the Tanzanite that Dawson paid for. Pause the video.
So the Tanzanite, whoa, holy crap. The Tanzanite cost $9,500. Very special.
I wasn't able to publicly share that receipt until the case was filed, and I apologize to the people that I upset for not sharing it sooner. I know there were a lot of pictures of Tanzanite circulating TikTok and random jewelers claiming that those pictures were of our Tanzanite, but reality check, it was not our Tanzanite. We don't have any pictures of our Tanzanite. This e-receipt is really all we have to show for the Tanzanite. We weren't expecting our Tanzanite gemstone to get stolen when we bought it, so we didn't take any pictures. As you know, they posted this. Pause the video.
So King Jewelers again posted something. I can't see the first bit because it's under something. Something caused a client, something about stress they caused a client, I'm assuming, as we should have better communicated when we needed time to become aware of the unfortunate situation to fully grasp the problem with our cutter as well as FedEx in the attempt to locate the missing items and stolen package. That just really confused me. We still stand by our previous offers to compensate them with a fair market value for the lost items given money. We value our clients and their trust, and we ask that this situation is viewed as the true anomaly that it is. And once we continue to try, I don't even
When people were defending me and attacking them online, they posted that statement saying that they were going to compensate us. Well, we never heard anything from them. They never offered to compensate us. They never reached out to our lawyers and offered to compensate us. Behind closed doors, they haven't even spoken to us. They haven't even given us the tracking number for the allegedly lost package.
Where's
So
that?
they posted that to make it look like publicly they were doing the right thing. But what they were really doing behind the scenes was reaching out to jeweler group chats, which I didn't even know that was a thing, jeweler group chats. And in these jeweler group chats, they shared our personal information, our home address, and keep in mind, they shared this to a bunch of strangers, right? So that's kind of scary in itself already. But here's the thing. King Jewelers knows they're guilty. King Jewelers knows they lost my family heirloom. They know what they did. And they know that if they try and say anything on social media, it will be held against them
Absolutely.
in the court of law, because obviously we're suing them. So all the jewelers who made slam videos about me and Dawson, I want you to know that I forgive you. There's no bad blood between us. I don't have any beef with you. I know that you were manipulated by King Jewelers, and hopefully you'll know now that you were manipulated too.
So what do you think happened here? I'm in kind of like two minds about this. I of course believe that the company lost the jewelry. I'm a bit like, was the value actually that much? Again, not sentimentally, but dollar-wise. We do know that this jewelers does seem a little bit dodgy, what with the illegal things and all, you know. But would they go so far as to steal from a client who's actually going to give them money? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. Surely they upcharge for the service, so stealing whatever wouldn't be the right value. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please do subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!